Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are in Vermont. And we are going to do everything in our power to hold our side, despite having essentially zero support on our flank. This is going to be an interesting one, because people disrespect me something fierce. And I don't know why. Why would you ever, in your right mind, ever go broadside to a 12-gun, 18-inch American armor-piercing slinging monster? I don't understand it. It's baffling how many people do it. Like, it's the only reason the Vermont is worth playing at all is because the amount of goofballs out there that just give you a broadside and dare you to fire. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. I think that they vastly underestimate this thing's capabilities because it's just the brick, right? But right off the bat, we're going to have a good look at this Schroeder's broadside. And, oh my god, look at that. That is begging for an Arthas button. And so we do. We hit the button. Unfortunately, Schroeder sees it coming at the last second, turns away, probably saves his life, to be fair. Had he not turned away, and surprisingly, actually gets a pretty decent salvo in return out of the AP. Usually the AP of the Schroeder isn't all that effective against battleships, but it's very good against cruisers. But you'll see that our Dalian decided to yellow up, I think it was Dalian, decides to yellow up into the center. I appreciate the support in terms of trying to spot, but you gotta stay alive. Now Napoli comes around the corner, he is begging for it. I overmatch him. I believe he's got 30 mil most places. I think he's got a better belt than I give him credit for usually. But yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately RNG is just not with us on that shot. But it's alright. We still got plenty of time. You can see the Yamato over there taking shots. We can see a little bit better now with the change in lighting. It's a little darker overall, and so we can see some of those shells coming in a little bit easier. But yeah, as we try to turn the corner here, you're going to see we get spotted. I don't know if it's the Napoli spotting me. I don't know if it's the Schroeder spotting me, or if it's the destroyer coming out of his smoke. I'm going to assume it's the Daring come out of his smoke. But you can see, I'm going to try to get a shot at the Yamato over the top of the island. He's basically bow into me, but I just figure you miss all the shots you don't take. I've got nothing else to shoot at. Might as well take the shot at the Yamato. So, unfortunately, we get, like, nothing. I think we get one overpin. But, Schroeder is going to make himself known here, and so is the Napoli. Napoli's behind the island, though. I don't get a chance to shoot him. But look at the positioning of my teammates that are close by. Hindenburg running for the fence. Man was planning to hide behind the island the entire time and then just decided to turn away and run. And then there's somebody else over here. I think it's a Preußen that's coming this direction. Or maybe it's a Kurfürst. I don't know. I think it's a German battleship of some sort. But I completely underestimated the Napoli's ability to launch torpedoes. I forgot how slow they are. Like, I just wasn't thinking about them. Thankfully, we don't get a flood, but we'll just heal them back. Napoli, though, is going to make the ultimate just... Why? Why do you do this to yourself? And so he's just going to reverse out in front of me. He's going to come out of his smoke screen, and he's going to be broadside as ever. And we're going to get a beautiful look at his broadside. But the problem is, Napoli is a secondary build, as a lot of Napolis are. And so is a Schroeder. But you can see, he's angled slightly here, so we aim a little bit higher. He's going to get a good shot into my broadside, but we get real unfortunate with 5 ricochets off the belt armor of the Napoli. Again, just showcasing the Napoli is not to be trifled with when it comes to its belt armor. Again, I should have aimed a little bit higher. He wasn't fully broadside, he was angled. But this is about the time that the Schroeder comes around the corner and starts dealing with me, and you'll see that I notice him pretty quick as he... lights me on fire with his secondaries and his mains. I'm going to go ahead and rotate these guns around. I've got Arthas still active for another 10 seconds. I just want to get the guns on target. We get a full salvo away at a broadside Schroeder, and yak! No! Even with Arthas active, I got to leave him with just enough to get away. This is bullshit. God dang it. How? How is it that even with Arthas active, I can't get enough damage to just finish the motherfucker off? Guys, full broadside, man. I only got 1 Citadel out of that. That's bullcrap. I don't care who you are. But it doesn't matter. Even leaving him with just enough to get away, we've got our guns loaded. We're going to go ahead and try to finish him off. But of course, in true teammate fashion, they got to show up and just yoink the kill. They didn't help any other point. But the moment I get them down to nothing, and it's not like they're talking to me or nothing, it's not like they're giving me any indication they're shooting the guy, I just waste my shot. I could have shot the Napoli there. Now Napoli goes dark. I'm still on fire. I'm trying to turn in because I'm running out of room to kite. And as I try to turn in here, Napoli's going to make one last stupid play to make sure that he doesn't get to walk away. And that is he's going to fire his guns one more time to try to shoot me one last time. And that is ultimately going to be his undoing. Because one of my teammates is in position to spot him as he pulls the trigger. And you'll see it in a moment. As we start to come off the border and come in, he's going to light up like a Christmas tree on the 4th of July. Wait for it. Any moment. You can see I look over to my right. I'm like, these guys are full health, of course. There's the Napoli. As soon as I look away, he decides to fire. And unfortunately for him, I can shoot over the island. And yeah, he's not lucky this time. Yeet! Good night. But yeah, this has just been one of those matches that's just like incredibly obnoxious as a Vermont. It's one of those cases like you just don't have the speed to relocate quickly. That's the problem with the Vermont. If this thing was a little bit faster, it would be the best battleship in the game, bar none. But it's so incredibly slow that a lot of times you can't disengage from a fight, so you're just kind of stuck fighting. That's accurate as hell. If only we had a better look at the Yamato. But all 5 of those shells end up doing no damage. But anyway, but like I said, if it was just a little bit faster, this thing would be a monster ship because it can brawl. That's about the only time its armor actually is useful, is up close. But it's got such a hard-hitting broadside that is sneaky. Like, it really is. Like, this thing is just devastatingly good at times. And it catches a lot of people off guard. That's why a lot of people discount what it's capable of. I guess it's still one of the more accurate guns in the game. And it still just reaches out and pummels people. Some of the accuracy salvos you'll get out of this thing are just disgusting. And you know that as soon as you fire them, people are getting slapped. And didn't quite lead to poison enough there, unfortunately. But you can see we are at least getting into position to be able to shoot things, which is a good thing. You never want to put yourself so far out of place that you can't get back and fire at things. And that tends to be what happens to me in Vermont. It's not that I can't fight things, it's that I run out of things to fight. And then you spend the rest of the match just trying to get in position to shoot something else before the game ends. And with as many games going like completely raffle stomp city, it's real hard to keep the Vermont in play. But here we get another, look at this salvo. I mean, come on. What other battleship other than Montana is putting that many shells into a superstructure? Now we do end up destroying one of his turrets, so he absorbed a lot of damage into the turret, unfortunately. So we didn't get quite as good a result as we were hoping for. But how many battleships are putting that many shells on target? There aren't a lot. A lot of battleships are going to put a lot of spread on those shells. But this is why I like grouping so much. Like, you may not get the best RNG from a dispersion standpoint, but when it comes to grouping, like, I love having multiple shells hit the target when I'm aiming. May not always hit the target, but when they do, it's glorious. And yeah, as this Yamato just found out, we are fully capable of just chonking you. Even if I don't score citadels, I'm doing so much damage per salvo. But that's why the Montana is, in my opinion, better, and still one of the best battleships in the game, is because of its speed, its tankiness, and its accuracy and volume of fire. Like, it's hard to not say that ship is good. But Yamato tries to go forward. We're going to try to get one more shot in, and we are going to absolutely just shred that Yamato. And Yamato does get away. The Daring goes down. There's still one destroyer left all the way in the corner of the map. You can see I've already been trying to put myself in front of the island because I knew that Yamato was going to go forward. We're also in the cap, so we're going to get credit for that. We've put up 160,000 damage and really haven't had a chance to fight much of anything that has any hit points. I got a couple of cruisers and then the Yamato. But as we come around the corner, I'm going to make a huge misplay here. I should have just been more patient, but I really wanted the kill. And I just blew this. This is my fault. I shoot straight into his bow like a dipshit. That's on me. I used auto aim and tried to beat my teammates, and they are slow on the draw, and then it's a Montana shooting HE, so, I mean, good lord. And he gets the fire, so he gets rewarded for it and gets the kill. It's so unfortunate. But, again, we did our part. We did everything we needed to do. And if you guys are watching this, that means I'm already in Baltimore, Maryland currently, so, wish me luck. I'm going to be getting my butt whooped. I was supposed to have 4 days off, but then my boss texted me and said, hey, by the way, they want us to come in tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I've got to get everything done in 1 day. I've got to record a week's worth of content. I've got to do all my laundry. I've got to do everything in 1 day. Kind of rude. But is what it is. That's why we get paid. Anyway. There's not much that goes on in the rest of this match. You can see our destroyer is going out to find their destroyer. I think we get a shot at him. I don't remember if we actually hit him. I think we might actually hit him. But we're just waiting. And this is World of Warships. You gotta love the new lighting. I mean, the ocean at times doesn't quite look like an ocean. Like, it's too calm, in my opinion, in a lot of places. But it does look good. Look at that shot. Look at that shot! Come on. What other battleship's doing that? Yeet. Oh, no. We do hit him, but we don't kill him. But he is going to go down, and that's going to be the end of the game. 164,000 damage done. Not huge damage games, but still solid games to showcase the ships. Top of the leaderboard. 2,826 base XP. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.